Control, this is SD682. Approach to space. Covert.
SD682, you are cleared to deliver Fleet Admiral Parmley and party to Communications Studio 01. Over.
Good evening, everybody. This is your commander, Steve Parmley. I am joined tonight by, let's see who we got in our panel here. We have Major General Joost Ueffing, acting RC of Region 13, CO of the USS Magellan, Staff Specialist of the ASDB Ops. We have Captain Maria Dutilly, CO of the USS Stella Pirata, Region 7, Commodore Stephen Stott, SFI Inspector and XO of the USS Ronald McNair out of Region 1, Admiral Wayne Augustson, Regional Coordinator, Region 7, CO of the USS Britannic. And we have Major General TJ Allen, Chief of Educational Services, SFA, and a lot of other positions, just too much to list. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody night going?
Very, very good.
Doing good.
And also, thank you for Admiral Kimberly Donahoe for moderating and putting together tonight's broadcast. So do we have any questions from the panelists while we'll wait for anything coming in? I'm sure somebody will ask something about the database or taxes or some shit.
Oh, you know that.
Oh, I know.
So we're allowed to swear on this?
Oh, absolutely. This is not an AB. This is not controlled by the AB, EC, or anything like that.
Well, fuck yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Now, if you guys don't have the admin access, so like every time somebody cusses or goes off script, I can just sit here and watch Kimberly just like lose her shit in the background here. It's funny.
Oh, can we have a Can we have like a side screen up so we can watch her facial expression?
Oh,
every time we do that? That would be awesome.
Let's see. I'm going to do this. All right. So if you all look right there she is. She's still part of the group now. Look at her. We got to make
hiding in the background.
Is there a problem with the database? So obviously the current database we have is a POS. It's on its last leg. It will be going down, I'm sure, soon. It's crap. We are on point with the new database. Everything is moving. We were last update that they were moving to version 3 of Medusa. But the core is built. Everything's done. They are working on the personality modules, and I'm hoping if all goes well, we should start beta testing this in November, and I'm hoping to do the migration in December. I'm hoping, but as of right now, we do have it. It is ours, and it's, their part's pretty much done. Go on.
Steve, I've been telling my people in Region 7 that for those folks that are taking Academy courses, even though it's not showing up in the database now, that those records are being kept and nobody is going to lose their records as far as new courses that they've taken, correct?
Correct, yes. Everything's being saved in the Google Docs, and it will be transferred over. Just make sure you guys obviously always keep a copy of everything just in case, because, crap happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was good. That was a joke. I've seen the backside of what. Oh, thanks, Sam. Love you too, bud.
Oh, I actually remember back in 2003, was it, when we actually introduced that thing? Man, it was like the cat's meow. We actually were able to do stuff online for the first time.
Well, you got a lot of mileage out of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a lot out of it.
Considering the technology that built that thing is, 2003, 13, 17 years old. It's actually done pretty well.
So, being antiquated and stuff, that's about the same time that Commodore Stott finally got a computer in his office at the DLD. I mean, it was actually an up-to-date computer monitor. Is that right, Stephen?
Roger. That would be correct.
I knew it. See, I took a guess. It's all right. Do surgery on the past on it. Yeah. Custom written software too. Yep, exactly. Let's see. Welcome to Donald, Sam, Mary, Elizabeth, Hatsbury, Mike. And of course, our own resident vampire who never sleeps, John Hardy.
Oh, Hardy, here he is. He's like he goes to the opening of a letter.
Yeah, right.
What, this guy has made every single broadcast, and he'll stay on for hours.
And he made it to the Western Regional Summit that we held in Western PA.
Mm-hmm.
And he also made it to Region 7 Conference. He's everywhere.
Yes, he is.
Yes. Hey, John.
He's a good guy. I love to have John around. So, other than that, how's everything? How's stuff going in Region 13, Joost?
It's going good, actually.
Still a disaster?
No, not really. We're actually calmed down a bit, I guess. I haven't had anything blow up in the last couple weeks, so I'll consider that a win.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. The regions aren't imploding right now. Woo!
No, they're not.
Region 7 is doing excellent.
Sweet.
Yes.
Nope, it's bad. Yeah, 13 is back to what I
Brian.
consider is normal, which is all quiet on the Eastern Front.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I can get through the rest of my term without something happening in a region that I end up having to send Stott in after them, I mean, it's like literally since I have took office, this poor man, I called him the night that I got, the night I came into office. I think I called him at like 12:30 my time and 1:30 his time because he was up for it. I'm like, okay, I read some emails. You need to look into Region 11. You need to look at it hard. And that was the first time. That was the first investigation. And I wasn't even in office 27 or 28 days after we removed an RC?
Roger.
I mean,
Yeah, it was short.
Yeah, 2020 has turned into a shit show. Just saying. So please, people, be nice. Don't be a bully. And you won't have to see me come into the region. Or see Stott.
We'll change the lock.
Make sure you do. Because I got a big foot and I've got a Halligan bar. I'll open that door.
Well, I have access to Halligans too.
Yeah, but I'm a little younger than you are. I think I could probably hit that door a little harder than you can.
Maybe.
Oh, just some of my newer firemen, I said, take the door. Get the door for me.
Right. Well, you take the door. I'll just use a K tool instead of a Halligan.
We had, Wayne, we had fire training, oh, God, last week. No, it was the week before. And we had this new cocky guy. I think he was in his early 20s. He's basically saying, he said, all you old timers just need to sit back and let us youngins take over, and we'll get the department going. I said, well, I said, it's all of us old timers who's making sure you young fucks don't get burned up alive for being ignorant fools.
Oh, absolutely.
And so he's sitting there and he's working on this door, and we have the training door up, and we have a training officer that actually gets stuff donated every week from like Lowe's. So he built this fire door. I mean, he had it it was braced, and it was. I mean, he was sitting there with that Halligan tool, Wayne, and he was giving it all he got to get that sucker. I said, all right, now do you want to let the old man show you how we can do this? And he said, okay. And I fucking drop kicked that door open, and my foot got it faster than his Halligan tool. Granted, I was hurting, and I'm still hurting from that. But I proved a point that us old firemen can still do it when we need to.
Oh, definitely.
So, TJ, you look like you're quiet and zombieing off, man. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've had real rough days for the past couple weeks at work.
Really?
Yeah,
So
and
me
installing
bitching
a bunch of printers.
Me bitching at you for SFI stuff probably doesn't help, does it?
Well, the SFI stuff I'm actually fussing about anyway, so that, listening to what complaints is coming up from the SFA side, and then my work.
Printers are the devil. They should all be burned in a fire. I feel you.
Well, sometimes I just look at it and I go, well, have a nice day.
So are you all are you standardized at your work, or does everyone have a different make and model?
Different makes and models, depending on what type of printing they do. but the guys that's supposed to be helping me don't even know the location. And I'm like, guys, it's real simple. Look at the map. The map tells you.
So how many printers are we talking about here?
Probably about 100.
No. About 600.
Holy shit.
600?
About
Jeez.
600.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is explained. If you're trying to get a hold of the CES and he doesn't answer, he's been swamped by printers. Give the man a break. It's okay.
Well, I work in IT, and I've been getting messages from my boss all the way up till now.
Hey, there's a question for Joost on the screen.
So how compliant are we right now? Last time I checked the handy dandy spreadsheet that was shared with us a while ago, as of the end of August, we had pretty close to half of our COs, half of the COs and staff done. We have one ship that we've had a little problem with actually getting the academy course. Actually to work for them, but we found a workaround, so hopefully they'll be that ship will be done fairly soon. I'd love to see an updated list of who's done, but I'm pretty sure that we're pretty much for the most part compliant, and those who are not, will be getting a nice handy dandy email from me soon.
I can tell you that out of all my regions I have, there's only one region that is over 60%. Region 12 is at 90% compliant.
Wow.
How many chapters do they have, though, Steve?
Well, no, but you can't put that, though. It's the region that's doing it. I mean, Jim Landelis is staying on it. I mean, he's literally after these people, and I get literally daily updates. They're at 90%.
Good for them.
I like to see, Region 1 get there, but hell, I don't even think Region 1's at like maybe 30%.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, people, and you guys, we still have 3 more days to do it. And if you guys think 31st,
so, okay,
that's what it was voted on at the ECAB was the 31st.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So, and people, if you think I'm not joking, I promise you, I'm going to put half the damn fleet on standby status. It's coming. I've already got the email and notice prepped for the 31st. I will be sending it out 12:01 November 1st Central Standard Time. Everybody's all COs, XOs, and Academy personnel, Marines. If you don't take it, you lose your database access. You won't be able to file your MSRs. If you can't file your MSRs, you eventually will be removed from command.
Wow.
Academy personnel has already been relieved of duties.
So,
Hey, Wayne, what's the status for Region 7?
When I check the same spreadsheet on Dropbox, TJ, you folks are updating that list on Dropbox, aren't you? I believe it's pretty accurate, correct?
Right. It gets updated at least once, maybe twice daily.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's like updating stuff from yesterday into the stuff today.
Right. I believe that most of our COs and XOs are compliant. I do know of a few chapters that are a bit tardy. That's why during the general session, during my report, I had asked people to make sure they get on top of that because the deadline was approaching.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Carol Thompson.
You know, if they want to play with fire, I told them operations will place you on standby. So, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Carol Thompson, what notification list are you talking about? I get the notification list. I've got the same information the AB has. But yeah, I mean, so how this is going to work is we are not going to decommission the chapter immediately. So here's how it's going to work, and we're going to do it by the handbook. Handbook states you have, standby status, and then it's 60 days, right, TJ? And then dry dock. And then 60 days. And so you're going to go from what you are now, and the day you get put in standby status, you will automatically lose your database permissions. Then you'll have 60 more days to do this test. If you don't do this test, you'll move into dry dock status. If you do that, you got 60 days from there to do this. And if you don't do it, then you go decommission. This literally is a fail-safe for you people that are, and part of my language, Kim, because I know you get ready to text me. It's part of you grown men and women that bitch about well, I can't take this. If you can take a stupid test at the academy about James Bond and the damn cat, you can take something that is beneficial for the organization itself. Here's what I look at is if you cannot take the tests for the data protection policy and privacy of your members, you do not deserve to be a CO. You don't care about your members' personal security. You don't care about their personal privacy. You shouldn't be a CO. I'm not going to bitch about it anymore. I'm so tired of this crap.
And it only took 45 minutes to take that exam.
I get phone calls about it. I get emails about it. I get Facebook messages. I'm a federal employee. You know what? So was I. I don't give a damn. So you can do the test.
So confession time. I actually took both tests while I was in the middle of the ECAB meeting.
It's okay.
I took mine on the day.
And actually very easy to. And actually very easy to, honestly, it's very easy to do. It wasn't.
Well, you want
regions, command staff are compliant, and 2 ships. Gene, do you have a percentage for me? Are you at 90% or higher? We're waiting on. Yes. Okay. So, all right. So, Carol likes, if you touch that button one more time, woman, give me 1 second, please. Put the hands up. I don't want to see them near the keyboard. Okay, so let's talk about this since my lovely friend Carol likes to bust my chops. You're exactly right. I don't have my 102 done. I have 201 done because I have an outside source. My 101 is complete, but I've also had uncle passed away. I'm having to fight for custody of the 9-year-old. I've got my mother got flown to Noble, and I have disasters breaking down in the damn fleet. So guess what? My 102 ain't done. It'll be done before the 31st because my 201 literally encompasses everything that SFI has and a whole lot damn more. So thank you, Carol. I'm well aware of that. I get reminded daily from Jill Rayburn. I don't need you to. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. Jim, all 12 status are compliance. Chapters are 90% compliance. Just 4 to go. Outstanding. 85.
So here's a question. So here I have a question then. You guys are talking about 201, which I'm assuming is an outside compliance thing. Mm-hmm. What exactly does that do for your status inside fleet?
TJ, I have CES. I would divert that down to my little happy friend that did 600 printers and tired.
201 is basically the actual data protection that's in the EU. Starfleet actually has extra data protection because we have to cover California and a bunch of others, even the PII that the U.S. always wants. So there is a slight difference between 201 and the SFDPP.
Do you get extra credit or does it will it stand in for credit for 101 and 102?
Nope. 101, 102 encompasses more than what the GDPR does. Because GDPR is just Europe, whereas SFDPP covers California and other states that started adopting a lot of their data policy. It also encompasses what Starfleet has set out as their data policy, and it covers PII information.
I swear when I send this test in, I was like, at the bottom, I'm going to put bonus question. Please notify Carol Thompson. My test is done. I'm going to do it. Think I won't. I will. Stott, you're too damn quiet, dude. What the hell? There you go.
I'm just enjoying the excellence of my CS and his communication to the fleet.
You're so full of shit. That's why I love you. Yes, you pointed ear bastards. It's okay. We still love you. Yes, I took 102. Let's see. I don't see any questions. Maybe an hour if Moodle is small. And if you guys can't get the test, you can always reach out to Jill Rayburn or TJ Allen. We will have it sent to you by PDF, and you can email it back. Carol, I swear to God, girl. I hope I meet you one day, Carol. That's all I'm going to say. Remember, I'm a very tall person. I'm going to look down at you and say, go to your room. You're in trouble. So how's the weather where everybody's from? I know, like down here in Kentucky, it's raining its butt off because I guess we have another hurricane coming in or something.
No, out here,
Hurricane Theta.
out here in Pittsburgh, it's just been like a little bit of rain here and there. Nothing.
Cold and rainy on Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island. What about you, TJ?
Supposed to be rain tomorrow from Theta.
Stott, you're in the same area as TJ, right? Pretty close by. You're in the you're both in the Carolinas. Yeah, I was gonna say you're both in the Carolinas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, foggy in the morning, hot in the afternoon.
Yost, you're in Canada, right? How's the weather there?
3 degrees Celsius, which is pretty much close to freezing.
Ooh, you keep that shit up there, brother.
3 degrees, but sunny. No snow yet. But if it's been as rainy as it has been this fall, I probably am going to expect it early this year.
Oh, also, I forgot to notice we're talking about SFDPP. I'm sorry, yes. So this is a yearly thing, guys. Not bi-yearly. This is every year.
Oh joy!
So here's the
if you have a problem with that, please, you do not come to the CS. Don't come to the VCS. Yell at the ACAD, the AB. Go to your RC and tear them a new one.
So if this is going to be yearly, they're going to be changing the. Sorry, if this is going to be yearly, are they going to change the test to update the new information, or will it just be the same thing we took last time?
Well, what I'm going to talk about with TJ, and because a couple of the AB members were talking to me about it, that they don't see the point of doing a whole nother test. They want to see maybe if we can. It's something I'm going to discuss with TJ, but they don't see the point of doing a whole nother test like 103, 104, and we do it long enough, we'll be up to the 500s. But we're going to look at seeing an option, what we can do. Either, you'll have to have a refresher course on it or something. I don't know, but I've got a little more time to get to it, guys. So it won't be due again until October of next year for everybody.
No.
So I'm sure TJ will come up with another 50-question test just to annoy all of us.
Now, is it going to be one test or is it going to be two?
Oh, it'll probably be multiple.
It'll still be 2 tests, but what we're doing is we're going to add more questions to it and make it revolving. So the test that you take may be different than what Steve takes.
Right.
May be different than what Steven takes. Because the questions are revolving, you won't have the exact same test anymore.
Now, that is still up to debate between now and October. There's going to be several EC meetings between now and then. Don't be freaking out, people. We're going to work on something. I don't know if I feel about another 50-question test or something like that, but we'll figure something out. I mean, because I've got some AB members that think that they need to have it where they need to, almost like the honor system, they need to say they read it and they go click that they have read it. Other people are saying there's tests. So right now I've got a lot of AB members that's torn between it. Alvin Cambridge, why every year? Because it is law. Data protection, even in the U.S. side, has to be taken every year. Government employees, ITs, everybody's got to take it, man. I am so sorry. I hate it. Everybody thinks that this is me that brought this on. It's not. This has been going, God, what was it? At least 2.5 years before I even became CS.
Yeah, this was coming down the pipe for quite some while.
So it's not something I wanted to do, but again, it's something that the past administration had failed to get done. And of course, this was on my plate. I had to do when I took office. Sorry, guys. Shit happens. But at the end of the day, we can all yell at TJ because it's his brainchild.
Huh.
Hey, just be glad I don't pull the questions from what I have to do at work.
And you know what I would tell you? You're fired.
Because you got 2 tests that are 50 questions. At work, I've got 1 test that is 100 questions.
That's what.
Oh, that's right.
My 201 class I had, that it was 120 questions. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, I
I
like
have a-
to put your hand up. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. You may speak.
I have a public service announcement from Margaret Grunwell. She's in charge of the Starfleet postcard exchange program. And if you're interested in joining it, it's on the ticker down there. You can see there's a Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. You can send one for your region, your ship, your hometown. It doesn't have to necessarily be about your Star Trek chapter, but that makes it fun. And they're going to try to do something for Christmas too, a Christmas card exchange. So if you're interested, go to that Facebook group and join it and say hi to Margaret, and she'll get you signed up.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
And I got a lot of nice Christmas cards last year from members. Speaking of that, I got one from Jim Landelis. I got several from overseas. So it's nice, being a single parent, single guy at the time, you get Christmas cards. It's really nice. So
let's see if you can see it. This is the old Yorktown one when we were a Constitution class. So there's a little bit of a glare, sorry. But they're nice. I've got a whole stack of them. I'd like to make a display. And it's on my to-do list. Oh, yes, see.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that.
I made that one, and you can get them really cheap. Vistaprint, they'll help you, or you can. I sent some out for my hometown, so it's just a nice way to get to know people, especially since we can't go anywhere.
Right.
And that is all I had. I just promised Margaret I'd do it, so she couldn't come on.
That's fine. Thank you. Let's see. Like the uniform. Hey, TJ. Let's see here. I'm Landella, standby for 60 days for decom. Yes. So, yeah, like I said, guys, it's something that has to be done. It's not a happy thing because I tell you, if the United States, like I know California and Colorado is getting ready to do their own version, and we'll have to look at that too. I don't know what that's going to entail. I don't know, but I can't. If we have to do more tests for that, I promise you, the European people and the internationals will have to take the test too. Just like we have to take their test, they're going to take ours too.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
That's great.
Right.
Yes, thank you, Eric. Oh, it won't even let me click it. What is it at? Yeah, thank you, Eric. So, has everybody seen season 3 of Discovery?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yo, are you serious?
I haven't even seen season 1 yet.
Why?
Whoa, what?
All right.
I like
Great.
I just haven't had
ho-hum.
time yet, and
Oh, man, that's
I'd like to
great.
sit down and do it, but it's there have been a lot of TV I like to follow. I like to follow and try and keep up with, and just so much. Now, having said that, I did follow Lower Decks for the whole season.
Do you know what I do when I was working night shift? If I most of the time I would sit up on the interstate between the little median and on the turnabout, and if there's no traffic, I literally have a mount and I watch Star Trek in my squad car. My sergeant's pulled up. What are you doing? Watching Star Trek. He's like, you catch any speeders? I said, I ain't seen him on this damn road in hours, so it's okay. So
now, having said that, it is on my list, which is very long, but it is on my list, and I'll eventually catch up with it.
No, I've been enjoying season 3. It's been excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. Season 1 for me is still the best season, but Michael Berman, she cries more than Samwise Gamgee did in Lord of the Rings. A lot of weeping in that show. A lot of weeping.
Uh-oh, who texted me? Also, thank you, Cam. You guys have until December 19th to submit an idea for a challenge coin. If your challenge coin is selected, you will receive 1 coin free. The first coin out of that batch will be sent to the person who actually developed it, and you will receive a 1-year paid membership by me for SFI. Now, this will be the official fleet challenge coin. This will not be a Marine challenge coin. This will be an up-to-date SFI coin. So if you get it, you can send it to my personal email account. Or nope, send it right there. Perfect. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah. I have a question, Steve. What's
Yes,
the status for the video contest?
We are still working on that. We had a few other things that popped up, and I think what we're going to do at the next EC meeting, because all the submissions I had sent to me.
Yeah, because I sent you one, as you know. So
yeah, I know you did, and I had several other people did, but when I got them and downloaded them, they were on my computer. And if you remember, the last AMA I missed, or I was partly missed because I had the blue screen of death.
Oh, I was in the chat room for that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I lost 90% of my crap.
Oh. Well, I got my copy on Dropbox if you need it again. So
yeah, so I'm gonna go through tonight. I'm off the next 3 days. I'm gonna go through and look and audit and see what I have. I'm probably gonna have to have everybody resend them to me again, but we'll see. We'll go from there and see what happens.
All right.
And my suggestion is if it's a group of people that worked on it, obviously I'm not going to give a membership to everybody in that group. My suggestion is whoever did it in the group, whoever you think that is less financially able to afford a membership, you need to let me know who that is so it can go to that person.
Right.
Not saying that if I can give out free memberships all day long, I wish. I mean, we're $5 right now, and we should be around 10,000 members, but we're not. So,
all right.
Anything else you want to text me, Kim, to remind me? Oh, and she's grabbing her phone. Here it comes.
Well, you did dare her.
No, I didn't dare her. She's like a damn secretary. I kid you not. Command. What do you mean? Question about that. Hang on, she's sending me something by text. She types very slow for her age. Oh, I love that little finger. She just gave me the bird. Okay, so the command star, all right, so if you receive the command star and it's just the certificate that is being emailed to you, if somebody received it posthumously because they passed away, Russell Camp is actually working on the medal, and that will be put in a box, a decorative box, and be mailed to the CO of that chapter to give to that person's family, and a personalized letter from me. I mean, obviously, I know it's not much. It's Starfleet. It's Star Trek. Who cares? But it's just the sentiment saying, hey, we're thinking about you. We did this, and we want you to accept this on, the fleet's behalf, and it's just a small gesture, and believe me, a small gesture goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
Have we found a mill to make the kilt yet? No, we have not. At last check, Jeff, we have not found a mill yet. They are narrowing it down to 5, and they're going to go through that from there. When will the reset on SFD because of me? So SFDPP will not be once everybody does it. The renewal will be done every year in October. Since we started in October, it'll be due every year in October. There ain't no sense of changing it. Oh, well, you guys just did it in October, so we're going to want it redone again in April. No, it will be 1 year exactly. So it'll be from October 1st of 2020 to October 21st or October 1st of 2021. No. Because if they, if the CO and EXO both lost their access to the database, they cannot get in there to get their information. So therefore, they will not be able to do an MSR.
So here's a question.
Yes, sir.
CO's done it. EXO hasn't. EXO, of course, loses database access. CO could still submit MSRs.
Correct. Yes. If the CO has it.
Right. So with the EXO losing it, would that still put a chapter into standby?
Nope. This means he won't have database permissions. I mean, he could still be EXO and have no permissions to do nothing, but anybody that does anything for the chapter, look on the screen. Oh, okay. I just got that. Thanks, Kim. No, it just means, I mean, that they won't be able to do anything. It'll be the CL doing everything. That's it.
Wow.
Well, Jeff, you know, if they're just joining SFI to get the tartan, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess, I mean, if it boosts our numbers, I guess I don't really care. But to order a kilt, you will have to be a member in good standing in SFI. That's how it's going to be set up. You'll submit an order through whatever mill we get this done through. They contact us. We validate you are a member, and they will get it to you. If you're not a member, you will not be able to buy this tartan. Period. No ifs, ands, bitches about it.
Do we have any idea as to a cost yet?
Not yet. He's looking at a couple mills, and we're looking anywhere from $150 to $400. That's about what the basic ones cost.
So, are we doing the full 9 yards?
Yes.
Nice.
There is a manual being developed, and it will be specific and to the point on how these will be worn. You'll be able to wear any type of uniform top you have with it. You can wear with the bottom kilt. It will say it in there, but it will be the full 9 yards. Like I said, it's going to be somewhere between $150 and $400, I think. But that's pretty much about. I mean, the basic ones, that's pretty much what they cost. Now, if you want the big, nice, extravagant ones, you're looking at anywhere from $600. I think my family one, I think my grandfather bought me before he passed away. I think it was close to like $900. I mean, it came from Scotland too. But I mean, it was expensive. But he got all the trimmings with it too.
Oh, I know. Nova Scotia has its own tartan too, so I'm well aware of how much those things can cost.
Hey, you might be the only one in Nova Scotia walking around with a Starfleet tartan.
Might be the only one in Starfleet walking around for Nova Scotia tartans. So there you go.
Oh, that's true. I'm sure we get Jason Tierney up there. He can get one of those Nova Scotia tartans.
Tierney's in Ontario.
Is he? I thought he was in Nova Scotia.
No, he's in Ottawa.
Oh, so we need to get him closer to you. I hear he's an awesome guy to be around. Just kidding. Question for Stephen Stott. Any movement on the R1 RC election? Ooh.
Well,
slacking.
The movement is it'll start 1 November. So that's when it'll start. The nomination phase will start 1 November. And as always, I look forward to another election. Actually, we have 3 starting in November.
And this we get to see how his new ASGs and deputy IG does for election time. I'm looking forward to see if his people are up to the par.
Yeah. Well, actually, with the elections, I do those. I still do those.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's the way we had. The only reason the AIGs would have to step in is if for some reason I wouldn't be able to do it. But based on the way our rules are, I felt more comfortable with me maintaining control of the elections.
So he throws all of the BS work and investigation work on the AIGs, and the fun elections he does. Does that tell
exactly?
You,
except for the investigations that you say, Stott, you can't give this one out. You've got to do it. So.
It at least shows that he was a sergeant major in real life, people. He does the easy shit. I'm just telling you. Let's see here. Where is it? And if you guys were, not many, I don't think many people were lucky to get one. We're talking about challenge coins and stuff. So this here is the challenge coin for Sergeant Major Stott retired.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's in the shape of the Pentagon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's actually, that one that I gave Steve is actually our commemorative coin remembering the lives that were lost on 9/11 at the Pentagon. And the crest on the back is the crest that's at the Pentagon Chapel.
But I know before I get messages, if you're coming to IC and I do a challenge coin throwdown, if you throw down anything that's not SFI, SFMC, or Mako, it does not count. Just saying, because I know a couple of you guys got SecDef coins. It don't count. I've got a Commandant of the Coast Guard. I got a couple of those coins. It don't count. So be leery. And if you need a coin, let me know. I probably can wrangle up another one somewhere.
Oh,
Maybe.
God.
I actually felt sorry because a Region 1 CO was very, very worried that I was going to do a challenge coin throwdown at the last time. When I won the election, we all got together for dinner and stuff like this. It was in Elizabethtown. He came there and he was worried I was going to do a challenge coin throwdown. So I gave him one of my extra coins just so he wouldn't be so nervous about it.
Wayne, when was the last time Fleet had an IC in Ithaca? You remember the year?
In Ithaca, that was 2008.
So 2008, I was at that IC in Ithaca Saturday night after the banquet. There was about, let's say about 20, 25 Marines in the hotel bar there, just drinking it up.
Yep.
So waded into the middle of it, pulled out an SFMC challenge coin, slapped it right down the middle of the entire group. There was, I think, about 3 seconds of silence as everyone just stared at this thing, realizing, oh shit. And then the next 30 seconds, you hear the slap, slap, slap. As people started yanking out coins. It was actually kind of fun to watch.
Whenever I go to a convention, whenever I go to a conference, I always have a challenge coin with me.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Always have your challenge coin on you because you never know when some asshole will pull one out and make the last guy who misses, or the guy who misses it, pay for everyone's drinks.
yeah, I see 2008. That was a couple of weeks before I had a heart attack. So that's how I remember the year.
Yeah.
But I'm still alive, if you didn't guess.
When was the last time the Commander of Starfleet had a specific coin for his office? Do you all remember?
Never. I don't think there's ever been a challenge coin.
So
not until recently. I don't think Fleet has actually had a challenge coin. Usually, it's just been the Marine Corps that have been into the coins.
Yeah.
So I'm actually working on a design with an international member. I'm going to pay for, I think it's 20 coins I'm going to pay for out of pocket, and it will basically say, it'll say somewhere on there, it'll say the 25th Commander of Starfleet, and it'll have my initials on it, then it'll have my seal on the other side. And there'll only be 20 coins. And to get one of those, you have to do something extremely, just like the real military. I mean, to get a challenge coin, you have to really go above and beyond. They don't just give it out like candy. Right. So I will have 20 coins. And once I get this, I will show the design. And then for the next 2 years before I leave office, I'll be watching people that go above and beyond. And I'm going to coin them. So, but there will be an official coin for the 25th Commander of Starfleet.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And all checks should be written out to you, correct?
Since I'm paying for it out of pocket.
Yeah. Do we still have? I see Charlotte's question. Do we still have the General Starfleet coin that we currently have with the Quartermaster? Right.
We have the 40th anniversary coin. You can order through the Quartermaster. I don't remember the exact price of it, but yes, we do have it. Would a Starfleet chapter challenge coin count in a Starfleet? Yes, it would. It's got to be a Starfleet chapter, brigade, OIC. And I think I even have, let's see, Paul Workby, right? I think I've got his. Which one did he send me? Hang on.
While you're looking for it, Steve, the answer, Jeff Stucker had asked me a question. The answer is J.D. Nee. I think
and the USS Aries on the back.
Oh, that's nice.
How do you whiskey? I've noticed we're both members of another group that does Facebook. He's talking to you, not me.
Right. Yeah. So my answer to that is JD Nee.
But I'm hoping that this international conference we have down there, I'm hoping we can have it. I hope COVID is gone, or hopefully gone enough, because I've got some drinks I want to have with some Starfleet buddies. 2020 has been a bitch, and I definitely want to sit back, look at them in person, have a drink, and laugh. Because I know 2016, it was in Louisville, wasn't Scott? Or Stott? It was 2016, right?
Right.
They had a, I don't know who paid for it, but it was not, I don't think it came out of the IC budget, but they had a hospitality room, and you walked in, it was like 4 tables of booze. And didn't charge you a dime. And that was the night that Reed Bates was like, come on, Steve, let's go up here and have a good time. And I got blitzed. It was a pink fruity drink with an umbrella. I don't know what it was, but woo! I had like 7. And I didn't feel very good the next morning during the CS debate panel.
So, question for me: are we going to meet in Halifax in 2 to 3 years? Well, we'll have to see. It all depends on what goes on there, Jason.
Jason, you need to try to get Joost to actually run for RC. He's only acting right now.
Well, we'll see what happens first year. And God, speaking of drinking, my very first IC was in Region 12, of all places. And I ended up actually rooming it due to a set of circumstances. Ended up rooming in the con suite for R12, which was being run by Greg and PJ Trotter at the time. So, of course, that's where the dead dog party ends up. And basically, that entire evening was just someone handing me something and saying, "Here, try this.
So
here, try that."
Brian Murphy states, if a chapter makes a challenge coin, does it need to go through compliance office? To be honest with you, anything that is done with graphics in the fleet really is supposed to go through the compliance office. Now, before you start screaming, oh my God, yes, it sucks, but it's to keep us compliant with CBS, DLD. We do not want any type of copyright laws. If anything, I mean, compliance, we got people that can help you with the design if they don't approve it. It's just ultimately is with CBS and Axonar and other fan organizations that are really stringent about copyright infringement. And let me tell you, I do not want to get a call from a copyright lawyer, or I do not want the United States Marine Corps breathing down my neck because somebody in the SFMC is using their copyrighted logo or their phrase. And that's why I instituted the compliance office. They're very friendly. They will work with you. I've got plenty of guys. So if you have a question about a graphic, just reach out to them and say, hey, we're thinking about making this coin. Here's our ideas. And they'll tell you, yeah, that sounds great. You should be all right. Or no, you might want to look at going maybe this direction or going another direction. But they're there as a resource for you guys, not as a, sorry, we're going to slam you and that's it. Yes, Kim, I'm assuming you came on for a public service announcement.
Yes, I did. Friday night is our Halloween party.
Yes.
And let's see if I can get this to work right. Application.
Don't tell the IG I like rules.
Who said that? Okay. Go back to this.
Hey, Kim, costumes are encouraged, correct?
Costumes are encouraged. So please try
and that does not mean your birthday suit. Your ass clothes.
There we go. Okay. And on the ticker at the bottom is the address for you to go fill out a form. You will need a form filled out to get in. Russell Camp is in charge of this. He will not let you in if you do not fill out a form. And you can see the small print. Kids are allowed, but after 10 p.m. it will become more adult. So,
oh yeah,
giving you a heads up.
Can you say that to me in private? Because I can't cut and paste the ticker thing.
Sure, I will.
I appreciate it, my Geez, what to wear to Halloween Zoom contest?
I might even change twice. So,
are there any prizes, or is it just like bragging rights, Kim?
It's just bragging rights. We're just wanting to cut loose a little bit because a lot of us can't go out.
Right.
And we've got a thing set up here for the kids in our neighborhood, distancing. A few of them are coming out, but most, there's just no fun. First
Right.
year that Halloween's on a Saturday night, a full moon, and are we getting to do anything? Heck no.
Nope.
Well, you know what? Paducah, Kentucky is still having trick or treating. I don't know why, because they go down Jefferson Street, and Jefferson Street is like our it's got a one-way going this way and another one going this way in the grassed-in area. It's all beautiful dogwood trees. It's a rich area, and it's about 9 city blocks, and you got about 4,000 people squeezed into this place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They don't give out the small candy bars. They give out the big Snickers and the big Payday.
Oh, they give out the good stuff.
Yeah,
That's
they're all doctors and
right.
rich people that I wished I was.
I don't want a hangover, but yes, you can bring alcohol because I will have my Borg sippy cup and it will be full.
So I guess I made the announcement last night and camera was on there. So I'll go ahead and say it to everybody so they can listen. I'm engaged to be married. I will be moving out of my apartment in the next 45 to 50 days. We're renovating the house and doing work out there. So I will be getting married, and I will be putting out a general open call for any SFI members to come to the wedding if they choose. It will be sometime in 2021, late 2021. So I didn't even tell her I was going to put anything Star Trek on because I figured I didn't want her to laugh at me. And she said, "Are you not going to wear your uniform?" She's like, "I know you're really proud of it and the stuff you do." She's like, "I'm completely fine with that." So, so yes, everybody, I am engaged to be married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't really think I would do it again after the last disaster, but I just had to find me a ginger. I just had to find me a redheaded woman, and everything was perfect. It took me third time's a charm, I tell you.
I'm telling you, third time's the best.
So in case I need a best man, y'all out there just be looking because I might become a calling. Just saying.
No.
I don't know. I have a female tux, so.
Do you encourage your wedding guests to wear Starfleet uniforms?
Absolutely. You can wear any uniform you want. Hell, you can come. You know what? Stott, I will pay for you to come up here just so you can have your pointed ears on because Fiona would have a field day with you. She doesn't call you Stott. She calls you Spock's brother.
Oh.
So my 9-year-old Fiona, everybody knows her. So when we lived up north, she seen a picture of Steven in his TNG top, and he had pointed ears on. And man, Fiona fell in love. She's like, "Daddy, he looks like Spock." And I made the mistake of saying, "Well, that's Spock's older brother." That's all it took.
That's neat.
It was quite funny. She actually did a video for him with the Vulcan salute. Oh, yeah. She's saying, "Happy birthday, Mr. Stott. Live long and prosper." And it always pops up on his birthday, and I always share it because it's so cute.
Indeed.
But yeah, it was. So just remember, I'll be coming knocking. So, who's this? Oh, gotcha. Okay. So I'll do this. Where's the wedding going to be held? It will be held in Western Kentucky. If you got anybody that's actually interested in coming, because I actually have 2 people told me to tell them when, and they will come from Ireland for it. So I don't know.
Nice.
I can get hotel information and stuff, and I can send out if people are actually interested. The more the merrier. And if you've ever been to a Scottish or an Irish wedding, there's usually lots of singing, dancing, alcohol at the end. So there will be that. So just be prepared. Send you the link on the okay, got it. Thank you, Kim. But yeah, Kentucky is on my bucket list. Come on down, Donnie. We got some of the best barbecue in the South.
I'm sure there are places in Tennessee that will probably argue with you on that one.
No, because we have a barbecue on the river here, and we have about 250 participants last year. They didn't have it this year because of COVID, but they had about 250 participants, and they had people from Arizona and Texas and Tennessee and Kentucky took overall champion of the entire event in every category. So, ooh, Tennessee can kiss my grits. Just saying. Yeah, we have some of the best, in my opinion, some of the best barbecue. But yeah, Jeff, man, I know you're close to. Yeah, you and Mike Calhoun got to come down. Get Mike come down in his Imperial uniform and his eye patch. That'd be funny as shit. People be like, "What the hell's this?" Hey, live long and prosper, dude. I've been to 2 parts of the United Kingdom, Steve, London and Leeds. Donnie, you're like Kentucky better than the United Kingdom, I promise you. Our women down here, yeah, they get in tight blue jeans and they're ripped up in a halter top on the back of a Harley. You'll be happy. Funny, the only one that laughed was Maria. She got the joke. Fine. Shane, yes, Shane, you're in Illinois. You should be able to come down too. Kansas City has the best barbecue. No, Jeff, I've been to Kansas when I had to drive out to Colorado to get Natalie. We stopped at a little barbecue place in Kansas City. Forgive me, I forget the name. It was 2 years ago, but the meat was like dry. It was like, ugh, it wasn't that good, and the price was outrageously high. I'm like, I have been to Tisses in Carolina. No, John, I've had Carolina barbecue too, buddy. No, sir. No.
There's different versions in Carolina.
I've had the Carolina Reaper pepper. Does that count? Natalie. Hang on. So Natalie and her boyfriend, they both got a Carolina Reaper pepper. Isn't it like the second? Hang on.
Hello, wonderful people.
So tell everybody about your Carolina. Hello. Tell everybody about your Carolina Reaper pepper and thing.
That was horrible. The video's on his Facebook.
Yeah, her boyfriend was in the fetal position crying, or her ex-boyfriend at the time was in the fetal position crying, and she chewed through the entire thing and the seeds. Never even broke a sweat. And I don't know.
Like the second hottest pepper or something.
I think it is. It's like 5 million or 500 million, something like that. Scalding units. It's like the second or third hottest pepper.
I don't mind some spicy food, but I don't want to make me cry. You know, I want to enjoy the food. You know.
Carolina Reaper,
yeah,
is 1.569 million Schofield.
So is that the second hottest? Is it the ghost pepper the first?
I thought it was ghost pepper was hottest.
I had a pepper. God, it was the chip. You can actually order a chip and it comes in with like a skull head on it and like it tells you about death and all this other stuff. It's black, but I had one and literally my throat was bleeding. I was coughing so bad, and I mean I turned bright red and sweating, and I had to suck down a gallon of milk in a hot second. It was horrible.
Right.
And it was like $40 for that chip, and oh my God, I never wanted.
Did you have to sign a waiver? Did you have to sign a waiver?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And it was
in 2017. Guinness World Record declared it the hottest chili pepper. It surpassed the original Trinidad Scorpion Butch Tea pepper. There's other varieties out there, such as Dragon's Breath and Pepperettes, that are supposedly hotter than the Carolina Reaper, but they have not been confirmed yet.
My fire chief orders he'll order the Carolina Reaper pepper because we have the chili cook-off. You know, in one of the categories is the spiciest or hottest chili. And my fire chief, he gets this stuff and he grounds it down into powder and he puts it in there. And let me tell you, he has set a lot of people on fire at these events.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Wow, no, the pain's not worth it for me. No,
not anymore. I mean, I take medications now just so I can function. I mean, like this is just what's on my desk.
Wow.
I got 8 more next to my bed. This is my daily pill allotment.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you know what? Most of this is since I became CS. Not even kidding.
Wow.
Welcome to command.
Yeah. So I have a question. Hey, Philip, speaking of that, since you're here, buddy, did you pick up my mother's purse? Because she was asking about it today for me. Please tell me you did so I can tell this crazy old woman you have it. So long story short is if you guys did not see my post and members only, I got a call Thursday morning that it was Thursday morning that I get a call, and it's from Norton Hospital in Louisville, Kentucky. Asked me, am I the son of Elizabeth Parmley? Yes, I am. So I guess that I didn't know that she was in the hospital for 2 weeks in Paducah, and I'm the power of attorney, and I'm on all of her paperwork, and nobody called me, which I went to Western Baptist today, and I tore their asses up, and I brought my attorney with me. And then she got flown from Baptist Hospital to Norton's Women's Specialty Hospital. And so, like, at that point in time, I could not get up there, and I was trying to think, who do I know up there? Who do I know? I don't know anybody. And then I was like, I'll ask Philip. I never met Philip. I've talked to him, corresponded through email and Facebook, never met him face to face. And I called him. I said, hey, I need a huge favor. It's not about SFI. It's a personal matter. I need your help. And I explained to him, I said, can you please go check my mom? She's at Norton's and, in this room. I can't get up there just yet. And, instead of him telling me, hey, I don't know you, I don't feel comfortable about that or whatever, he was like, absolutely, brother, no problem. He went up there. My mom actually thought she was in trouble, like she was going to be arrested because he had his sheriff's star on and everything. With COVID, he had his star on. And my mother said he was the most respectful young man she ever met. And, people asked, what do you get for $5? You get stuff like this.
Right. Yes.
He didn't know me. I didn't know him, but I called him and said, hey, I need a favor. And it was immediate. And that meant more to me than anything I could ever, any award I can get from S5. That means more to me because I was able to call on a fellow Trekkie that I'd never met saying, hey, my mom's in the hospital. Can you please go check on her? If she needs anything, let me know. I'll send you the PayPal money. He went up there and everything, and it meant more to me. And then I when I came up there, had dinner and everything, and he even bought me dinner. I even tried to pay for it. But that's what you get, guys, for $5. People that bitch about what do you get for $5? You get stuff like this. I called him. He was there. No questions asked. And that's the type of friendships you get in Starfleet.
I agree with that. I've been in Starfleet for 10 years, and just the friendships that I've developed over the years, it's definitely
I'm sorry, Philip, you had a question. What was your question? And if it's about the database, I'm going to punch you through the camera. Gee, how's it going to look when a deputy hits another deputy from another county? Ooh. Here it comes. I know it. I know he's going to do it. What about that database? Kick him in his head. You fucking ass, dude. I swear to God. Oh, he did it. What about that database? Well, I'll tell you what. If you were a real Marine and you were punctual and you were here at 9 o'clock, you would have known about the database. Oh, I get you now, homie. Okay. Steve and crew, question for you all. I was thinking about writing awards and various other promotion documents for various positions. I was wondering if it would be a good idea to post something in the course or even in a doc in a manual about ways to write them up or even ways to write them in examples. I think this one, would be my various levels. I'll tell you what, my statement to you would be get with Jeremy Karsten. He's in charge of the awards committee because they are looking at consolidating. See, you've got SFI awards, you got SFMC awards, you got MAKE awards, you got medical awards, and a lot of them has the same award for the same exact thing. So they're looking at trying to condense a lot of stuff. And then you have like orders of merit and stuff at SFI where now they're designing a ribbon for that. So if you wanted to wear that, you're doing that. But get with Jeremy Karsten.
Mm-hmm.
No. So we are hours away from the privacy protection being due for most of the fleet. So what's the stages of the fleet level verification? Well, I tell you what, we're going to go by the list the Academy has. We are going to go, the RCs will contact them. And then at 12:01 Central Standard Time, November 1st, everybody will be that's not compliant will be put on standby. And their database, and Tony will be removing database permissions quickly. And my estimation is, from what I've seen and what I've been talking with the VCS and a few other people, we're looking at putting half the fleet on standby. That's more than, I mean, that's half the fleet. And I think I even have one AB member that hasn't taken it yet. So that AB member will also lose their rights on the database. And before you ask, can you do that to a board member? Yeah, I can, and I will.
You are so mean.
No, the board members lead by example.
You're a mean one,
Mr.
Grinch.
Hey, I get the Mr. Grinch attitude from Stephen Stott. I'm just saying.
No. He's not mean. He gave them 90 days. I gave my group 60 days.
Well, I'm all taken care of, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
I should have made all my EC staff and everybody that works in the EC offices, like the IG, I should have gave them all, like, you have 15 days to get this compliant.
We're compliant. All IG's compliant.
Oh, I know. I knew you would. I knew you'd be jumping on some asses. That's why. I think next time I'm gonna find me a retired sergeant major, Marine Corps, Army, whatever, and I'm gonna have him spearhead this in October of next year. And I'm gonna let him just tear into you guys if y'all don't have it done. I don't care. If you've never been, listen, if you've been in the armed forces, okay. If you've never been ass chewed by a command sergeant major, you haven't lived yet. So let me tell you. He chews so much on your ass by the time you sit down, your tailbone is hitting the back of the chair. Okay, that's all. That's just flapping in the wind because there's no ass meat back there. Sergeant majors literally get paid to chew ass and take questions. It's pretty funny. I get chewed.
Make sure police calls done.
Huh?
And make sure police calls done.
That's right. Somebody's got to do it. You got to make sure that KP duty too.
Yeah.
I think my most thing I remember, my grandfather was a gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps, and he was a shorter gentleman. He was probably about 5'5", 5'4", maybe a little taller than that. But he stayed in for 20 years, and he became a deputy sheriff, and then he was sheriff. And, of course, when I was growing up, my parents had some problems, and I had to go live with my grandfather. This man had me up every day at 4:30. I worked out with him before I went to school. I had breakfast with him before the sun even came up. And I'd probably be up a good 3 hours before school even started. Okay. And I used to get ass chewings from him. Like, people are like, my mama yelled at me. Really? Have you had a psychotic former Marine jump your ass and climb all up on down to you one side and the other? No, then I don't want to hear it. And he used to, I'll tell you what, when I'd get in trouble in elementary school, it's like, well, we're going to call, back in the day, so, well, we're going to call your parents, they're going to give you corporal punishment and, spank your butt in school. I didn't care if they called my mom. I didn't care if they called my father. But when they said they were going to call my grandfather, my life, I felt, was over. I felt Jesus Christ had come down upon me, took my soul, and took it away from me because I knew he was going to wear me out. In the early 90s, they still had the old police batons. And you could hear his keys when he comes into school. You can hear those keys slapping on that nightstick. And man, I could just hear it from the door to the principal's office. And I'm starting to hyperventilate. And I'm like, oh my God, here he comes. Here he comes. He'd walk in and take that gun belt off, and he'd tell the principal to get out. And he'd grab that paddle. They heard me out on the damn PE ground outside. I mean, that's how bad. And then once that was done, and after school, I had to go past 3 of my uncle's houses to get home. I usually got it by at least 1, 2, if not all 3 of them, and asked to him from them on my way home. So if I did wrong, I got my ass beat 4 times before my dad and mom ever got home from work.
I grew up in a military family, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Woo.
I had a member of my family in each of the branches.
Yeah, I don't ever I don't want to ever remember that. Oh my God. Dude, I got hit so hard by my uncles. I went home at dinner time. I couldn't even sit. I had whelped handprints on my ass. That was back before child abuse and all this other stuff where you could discipline kids.
That's when I would get called.
Yeah.
No.
And so, yeah, no, I couldn't. No way. Like, I can count on one hand how many times I've spanked my 9-year-old in 9 years. I mean, it's not that I don't believe in it, but nowadays, if you correct them in public, somebody says that's child abuse and calls the cops on you.
Or your local CPS worker. So,
well, no offense, Maria.
Yeah.
I don't like you guys. So my daughter,
no offense taken, because there's a lot of people who don't like us.
Earlier in the year, I was at Walmart with Fiona, and she did some. I don't remember if she was dancing around or not listening, but Walmart where you can go in there and buy the individual glasses or the bowls or the plates just like individual. Where she hit her back in it, and it took out 3 of the shelves, and it all fell and broke.
Oh.
So my MasterCard took like a $1,900 hit to it. I whooped her ass.
Right.
At Walmart. I picked her up, and I know what the law states. You cannot go 1 inch above the waistline, and you cannot go 1 inch below the butt cheek. It has to be dead center.
Right.
And this lady called the cops, and when the cops got there, I'm like, I am a cop, and I show my credentials. I had my badge and my weapon on. And I was still whooping that damn kid's ass when that cop walked up to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, the law states dead center, not here, but. And I said, it just cost me $1,900. And he told that lady was still screaming. And the cop said, no, he's right. He knows the law. And I gave her the bird and walked out of Walmart.
Yeah, open hand, no bruises or no marks.
Oh, well, she had
a mark. Oh, okay.
But, when I spanked her, she said that she felt her ass go from her ass till her face. That's how hard I hit her.
Right.
So, and then I apologized and bought her ice cream. I don't like it when my princess is mad at me. I can't do it.
Yeah.
5 a.m. comes early. Oh, please, you lightweight. I don't want to hear it. Good night. Prior to the launch of the United States Space Force, I presume. Did I miss something? Was there another question with this?
I think that's directed at me when I said I had a member of my family in each branch.
Oh,
yeah.
Probably.
It is prior to the U.S. Space Force.
Oops, sorry. Do we have any questions? I grew up in a military setting and went in the military myself. I never had a spanking. Kim, you probably needed a spanking. I'm just saying. Don't lie.
Nope, they grounded me. I would rather have gotten a bit spanking than being grounded.
I bet you walked to school when the pterodactyls were still out and about, wasn't you?
No, we'd gone on up to the more evolved life forms by then, yeah.
So the Neanderthals then?
Knuckle draggers. Some of your relatives.
Honey, you're older than I am. I'm just saying.
I said relatives. I didn't say ancestors.
No. That's not it. But yeah.
Nah, I've got some knuckle draggers in my family. We even dated a couple, but
It's not that complicated. There's a step.
What is that?
Hang on, I'm going to show you.
It's not that complicated. There's a Stegosaurus, there's a T-Rex, and then that's a Velociraptor.
Yes, Paul. Paul, that's perfectly fine. What region are you in? Because I said, everybody, please pass it on. So go ahead.
I believe he's out there in Massachusetts.
Okay, yes, feel free.
Hey, Kim, I have a question. When I would try to share it, it would only share the picture, but not the link in order to sign up.
You could cut and paste it.
That's Now that's when you cut and paste and put it in there with the picture when you edit it. I know it's new technology, Maria.
Yeah, CPS workers. I'm sorry, we're a little late.
Knock it off.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We love you anyways. It's okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, that meant not to just like invite somebody directly, Paul. Put the picture up and then put the link to the form. I think that's what he meant. Yeah. Russell's not with us tonight, so I can't ask him. Hello. I don't know where he is. He's got a new lady though. So he might not be, but the party's going to be on Zoom. And it only takes 100 people, so. Or does it still take 100, or is it changed?
Depends on your.
It depends on your membership.
I don't know what he has.
We can use the CS one. I think we've got it set for I've got the highest package. I think it's like 10,000 or something like that.
I think we're good then.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pirata, we have a paid account, but it's like only up to 100 people. I got like the basic of the paid.
Sure, Paul. I hope you all come. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Blow off some steam. Oh, shoot. I'm looking forward to it. I got to just dig up something to wear.
Right.
And I'm going to put on a mask, Steve, so you'll be safe.
I got to think about what costume I would want to do.
Well, change. Wear one for 30 minutes and go change to something else.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Mary Poppins for the neighborhood kids. Actually, it's Margaret Poppins.
Sweet.
It's her chubby older sister. But it's cute.
It does sound cute.
It starts at 9 Eastern time, Shane. And it'll go on till the last person's ready to leave. Okay, looks good. I'm making hat pins. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. And people can say what they want to. They can curse. Where's Steve? Damn, Steve. I said, damn. You missed it. He thinks I don't curse. And I'm not that strict. There's just a time and place for everything.
Right. Yeah, I think the Halloween party would be a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's just like, this weekend we had the Region 7 conference. And it's still like not being in person, but being on Zoom. It was fabulous. It was a lot of fun.
Tell us about that, because I didn't get to go, darn it. I wanted to.
Yeah.
What was the most popular panel?
I think all of them were well attended. Is that safe to say, Wayne? All of them were well attended?
All of them were well attended. Yeah, we had very, very good participation. Hopefully this will be our only virtual conference.
Hey, will you give me some of that dressing? There's no meat.
Right.
Please, baby.
But it's nice, though, to be able, for those that can't make it, to be virtual.
Okay,
I'm hoping to go to the IC.
That's
we shall see.
Fuck you if you're telling me the truth.
Maria, are you going to the IC next year?
I don't know. It depends on the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
I gotta, because being a CPS worker, I gotta be careful about the whole COVID thing.
Right.
Sorry about that. I didn't know my mic was on when my girlfriend came in and talked to me real quick.
Oh, okay.
Tell her to say hi.
Yeah, tell her to say hi.
We don't bite.
Yeah,
they're wandering in the background anyway.
She just got off work and she wants to shower. She won't come on looking like crap.
Don't say it, Ken. Don't do it. It's not nice.
That's right.
I'm sure she'll be just fine.
Yeah, Kim, too bad you couldn't make it for the conference. It was a lot of fun. Well attended.
I didn't even get the invite. That's kind of horrible.
What?
I made mention of it to you. You know damn well it was going on.
Yeah, right. But wait, let's talk about this, buddy. If you made mention, that's great. Did you not send me a reminder the day before? Because look how much shit I have coming through my Facebook, dude.
You were somewhat preoccupied. So
if I you know how I actually remember to take all my medications? I have alarms.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, hang on.
I wanted to because I always had a good time at every Region 7 thing I
Right.
ever went to.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So that's why I'm really looking forward to the Halloween because the Region 7 conference went well on Zoom. And I think this will go well on Zoom too. You know, I just hope everybody has a good time.
As long as everybody takes turns and tells
Right.
stories. I think we could tell a lot of fun stories, a lot of jokes. Bye, TJ.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
No
TJ,
problem.
you're out. I'm sorry, sir.
He's got to go to work.
All right. Well, you have a good night. Thank you for coming on. Be safe
Thank
at
you.
work. Stay healthy.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, there'll be precautions, I'm sure, Philip.
Philip will be in charge of all the precautions. He'll be running around with a thermometer. If he tells you to bend over and cough, it's going to be a rectal exam. Just saying.
Spray sanitizer, hand sanitizer.
Right.
I'm going to have him there in his tack vest, and he's going to be enforcing that. The thermometer patrol.
What are the dates for the IC again in Florida?
June 20th, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm
It's
going
in
down.
June.
I'm going down to Orlando in May for going to Disney World since we had to cancel our trip in August.
Woo! Let's see. I probably got
Wait,
those
you go to
dates.
Disney every year, don't you?
I take my nephew every single year. Yep.
Awesome.
Well, usually there's a ticker on there for that, and there's not. So,
Cam, there's a message for you.
oh, I see that. This is the one that Picard wore when he was the admiral before he quit. He came out that in Discovery in Picard and said, "I resigned." So that's that one.
Yeah, it was only a quick
about 17 years
7
old.
minute.
About 17 to 20 years before the present day Picard, because there's one more uniform after that Riker had on at the season finale.
Yeah, but Riker was wearing a standard officer's, not an admiral's uniform.
Right, but I mean it's a different
The
style.
standard uniform is also used for the Admiralty because that Commodore, she had a standard uniform as well.
That's true. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the uniforms and the rank pins and stuff for Picard this next season.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to dress up for as Halloween?
I just like this one. I didn't want to make it because I thought what a pain in the backside it would be to line all this up. And I thought for $36, with
Did you get it from StarTrekMerchandise.com?
it's that girl, a lady on Facebook. She and her husband. I can get it and send it to you, but I like her stuff.
Now, if you guys get 3XL from them, or if you're as fat as I am, it's not cut as a 3XL because my Admiral's, my Nemesis Admiral's jacket that got ordered for me, the sleeves come out to about here, right there, and the sides are about 6 inches too short. I could suck in my gut, hold my breath, and put on a back brace and zip that sucker up, and then I can fit. But for $36, the material is not lightweight. It's really good material.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's thick.
Yeah, Kim, if you can send me a link, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a Facebook group. It's a little big in the neck right here, but if my hair's down, I just tighten it up. But I like the fit.
Okay.
I wouldn't have made it for that. I couldn't even have got the fabric for that.
So is it like a good women's fit?
Women's fit. I said, please make women's stuff because we are shaped different than men.
Yeah. So, Jason, to answer your question, I'm going to be dressing up as a middle-aged teenage father, parent, multiple heavily medicated commander of Starfleet that has to deal with a bunch of whining all the time. That's what I'm going to be dressed as. So basically what you see here, that's my Halloween costume, buddy. And don't shake your head, Wayne. I've come to you about some of the bullshit. I'm like, dude, I can't do it no more. I said, how am I? I'm like the last time I had like a good shit show, I went to Wayne. I'm like, dude, am I like the daycare provider? I mean, what the hell is wrong with these grown adults? And he's laughing. And I'm like, dude, it's not funny. I'm like, I can't do this shit. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't get that. Well, some people that I've known for over 20 years, they've not changed. Like, why? Are you still the same as you were in your 30s as you are in your 50s? There we go. That's the Facebook group for uniforms. Russell has got a lot of uniforms from them. I'm getting ready to order a couple more.
Oh, I've gone through. I've been directing my people. It's called StarTrekMerchandise.com, and they have a U.S. warehouse, and they have all the Picard uniforms. They have the uniform you're wearing, and they're about $35 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, since it's a Chinese company, you should always order 1 or 2 sizes bigger than you normally are, because we're not all built the same.
Well, the good thing she has the measurements. There'll be a link to it to go on eBay, and she has the measurements. So I measured myself. I looked at her measurements, and it came back like it was made for me, and I sew. But like I said, I couldn't have got the fabric for this. I couldn't have. Didn't tell me buy a pattern and everything. Of course, they're doing in bulk. I need to get the pants to go with it because I want the fabric to match.
Right.
That was the good thing about uniforms that were a different color on the bottom, because then you didn't have to worry about the black matching so perfectly.
Wayne, is that all one word? Star Trek Merchandise.
StarTrekMerchandise.com. Yep.
Just tried it.
They also have the Admiral's pips, with the different design on them. They have everything from Commodore up to Fleet Admiral, Steve. And it looks like if you watch Picard, because Britannic, my chapter, we're like within 6 months of Picard, and for that uniform there, it looks like the flag officers can wear the standard duty uniform in addition to that black uniform that Admiral was wearing. But that Commodore, who was in charge of Starfleet security, she was wearing a standard uniform. And thank God, no rank pins on the sleeves. You just have it on your chest and your comm badge, and you're set to go. And wear a black T-shirt underneath, and you're ready to rock and roll.
I wonder why they changed the rank color, or they went to like that silvery pewter color.
Yes, they did. It's a silvery pewter color for their rank pins.
Yeah.
Good night, John.
See you, John.
Do we have any other questions?
What are tomorrow's winning lottery numbers?
Yeah, there you go. That'd be good to know.
Yeah, exactly.
I got another full day tomorrow. Taxi service.
Well, can I mention something that my chapter is going to be doing here next month?
Sure.
All right, cool. All right. The Pirata and the USS Venture, we are going to be doing geocaching next month, some Saturday in November. We haven't put the exact date, but we're going to be doing geocaching, and we're going to be doing it in Latrobe area, which is the hometown of Mr. Rogers. And so we're going to be finding geocaches like near Mr. Rogers' childhood home, near his gravesite. And like anybody who's interested in geocaching, this is a USS Venture activity. We're just helping to participate. If you're interested, please get in touch with me. It's a lot of fun. The geocaching, a lot of fun. It's like basically treasure hunting with using your GPS, basically. So.
Sounds fun.
Yes, yeah, we're doing a lot of different activities in the Western PA region. So, I just want to put it out there, if anybody's interested, and on top of that, you get to see Mr. Rogers like hometown. So
I hope we get to go over to see the McNair at Christmas. Do you think you all will get to have your thing, Stephen?
Hoping so. We're taking it day by day. Things go back and forth down here in South Carolina now with the numbers and so forth. So
yeah. My county that I live in is actually in the red level. I mean, they're bad, really, really bad. Kentucky is like the top 3, the highest state with COVID.
Oh wow!
And starting Monday, they're doing a lockdown again. They're shutting the schools down here and going virtual and everything else.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is starting to go back up in numbers too. It's getting scary. And I just recently, it hasn't been confirmed, but one of my supervisors came down with COVID. So it's like crap.
my daughter's high school, more than half the students and staff is out with COVID.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if we don't have any more questions, we're going to go ahead and end it. I know a couple of these people are ahead of me in time, so it's a little late for them. We need to get them off. So tonight we were joined with Admiral Wayne Augustson, Regional Coordinator, Region 7. We are also joined with Major General Joost Ueffing, RC Region 13. Stephen Stott, Inspector General, Starfleet International. Shut up, Kim. I know I butchered the name. Captain Maria.
No, I was laughing at something else. Sorry.
Captain Maria Dutilly, USS Stella Pirata, and of course our producer for the night was Admiral Kimberly Donahue. Thank you. So everybody, thank you all for coming on. Wayne, it's awesome to see you twice now in a month. That is great.
It's great being back on. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you all for participating.
I hope to have you back on. I hope you guys, you really all need to come on and after dark because that's usually when it gets very, very interesting. I'm just saying.
Tomorrow night. So if you're on around and we don't have enough people, I'll be sending out invites. Remember, everybody, be safe, be cautious, wash your hands, wear your mask properly. Right. I do not want to announce any more COVID deaths within Starfleet.
No.
Be smart. I know a lot of people are upset about this, and we'll get through it. We've had trials and tribulations before. We'll get through it just like we have everything else as a nation and as an organization. We'll get through it all. So just remember, be safe. We're in this together, and as always, live long and prosper.
Have a good one.
Oh.